Good now, travelers, and welcome to Now. I'm your favorite time traveler, and today we're going to take a trip to July the 14th, 2021. On that day, I published a blog entitled Take My Clothes Off on 714.com. It's one that really makes you think about who you are and what you carry with you. So, let's dive in and see what this post has to say. Once upon a time, there was no title such as God, just a creator. I want you to think about that for a second. Have you ever called yourself God and it just feels kind of icky? But when you call yourself a creator, everything just clicks into place. There's no need to pause. It just feels right. It's like realizing that you're not just following someone else's rules, you're the one who gets to make the rules. So what does it mean to be a creator? The creator exists both outside and inside the matrix at the same time. Even though the creator may be outside the system, it can still experience it from the inside. It's a way of saying that you're part of something bigger, but you're also right here, living this thing you call life. Now, there's an interesting point that I can make about the word God. The word gives guard vibes, like something that keeps you locked up. I remember a time when I felt trapped, stuck in a system that made me feel heavy and tied down. Back then, I prayed to a God for freedom, hoping for a way out, and guess what? Nothing happened. Everything changed when I stepped into my role as a creator. Instead of feeling like a prisoner, I started to build my own reality, one that I can live in and enjoy. And this wasn't just in my head, it actually started to happen in my life, aka inside the system and outside the system at the same time. I designed my home, I designed my favorite places, my relationships, all by shedding the old ways of thinking that were holding me back. I even had someone tell me the other day, Cody, do you realize that everything you're experiencing now are things that you created? They're literally things that I once spoke about, and of course, when I spoke about them back then, people thought I was crazy. Hence my book, I'm Not Crazy, I'm Conscious. But I designed for it to be that way. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat my journey. I must admit that letting go of all the old layers I was wearing was not easy. I had to break free from generations of old habits, traditions, and beliefs that did not serve me anymore. Big changes don't manifest instantly. They took time. So I had days where I was crying, I was questioning myself, and even days where I vowed that I was giving up. But see, that's the thing. When you incarnate as your higher self, giving up is not an option. I would have days to rest and get my mind together, and I would be right back at it. One of the first things my higher self told me was that I wouldn't work for anyone but her. So I gave up my career thinking I was about to become this amazing business owner with millions of dollars, but that wasn't the work she was talking about. The work was coming out of the God system, realizing who I am, becoming confident in that knowing, and loving myself in a more profound way. It was tough work. Actually, it is tough work. But the only way to remove those layers was to strip away everything that was weighing me down. Once I did, I felt lighter, as in weight and luminosity. It was like meeting me for the first time and realizing that I'm pretty awesome. When I was in the system, I could not see how much damage it had done to my heart space, how many layers of shame, guilt, fear, doubt, and chaos I had been walking around carrying. I had to take those clothes off. My higher self stripped me down to nothing so I could see my nakedness and be proud of it. I literally became the sun, S-U-N, of my world. The sun only has one job, and that's to shine in its own essence. The story I just went through isn't just about one person's journey. It's something we can all relate to. We all have things we need to let go of, things that hold us back. But when we do, we get to create the life that we want on our terms. So as we wrap up this visit to July the 14th, 2021, remember that you have the power to shape your own world. Until next time, keep moving forward, keep discovering, and keep creating the life that you want. This is your favorite time traveler signing off. Enjoy your now. Be sure to leave a comment below with your thoughts or share your own experiences. I'd love to hear from you. And don't forget to visit 714.com to explore more timelines, guided meditations, and our new occult library. Safe travels, and remember, always pack light.